Today is Wednesday, July 15th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. And we are dealing with some extreme heat right in the middle of the country, especially through the plain states. And what that means is we're not seeing a lot of severe weather in the middle of the country. We're actually kind of seeing it on the edges of that. Most of that is up here in Canada. In fact, maybe some lightning causing some new fires to break out over portions of southern Canada. Then with the wind blowing all that smoke down toward the northeast, we've seen quite a bit of heavy smoke through Michigan, the eastern Great Lakes, and into the northeast corridor. It's hot, in fact, hot enough that we don't even fit those triple digits. I got to get on that and fix that. But 98 in Grand Rapids, 100 is what that says in Detroit, 94 in Cleveland, 95 in Chicago, 90s, almost 100 out there in Minneapolis. We got upper 90s here from Pittsburgh to Cincy down to Louisville, 88 in Nashville, 86 Memphis, 92 in St. Louis. And yeah, there's some thunderstorms popping up in the daytime heating. Not a whole lot, but there are at least a few. So we'll be near the century mark today in Detroit. 90s tomorrow, which looks like, or at least by comparison, it's going to feel a lot better. Barely 90 on Friday, but kind of hovering there. I mean, this is some hot weather. There are some signs of a cooler change toward the end of July. It kind of gives me the ick a little bit saying that, because I can't believe we're in the middle of the month already. So a week out, we're kind of approaching the end of July. But yeah, that's the way it goes. 98 today in Chicago. We're going to be in the 90s right into the weekend. 80s early next week, and then maybe dropping down even closer to 80. At some point next week. So as we look, there is a spin here in southern Texas. Interesting, right? Because that's drawing moisture really from the Pacific and the Gulf of California. That's pushing moisture up in Texas, and also a little bit of moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. So we got some heavy rain producers, localized flooding there, but the rest of the southeast pretty quiet. A couple of storms popping up in the daytime heating. It's hot here as well. We got temperatures in the 90s, even above 100. Again, that's 103 in Washington, D.C. 92 in Wilmington, 92 also for you in Charleston and Charlotte, 90 in Savannah, 85 in Atlanta, Georgia. We look across the rest of the South, occasionally some scattered thunderstorms producing a little afternoon downpour, that is, but not a lot other than what we're seeing in Texas. That's where most of the activity is going to be, at least today and tomorrow. Still well into the 90s, I think, through the weekend here in the southeast, so expect the hot weather to continue. Probably going to be up near 90, or I should say down near 90 for highs going into early next week. In Fort Lauderdale, it's warm already this morning, and we're going to be in the low 90s this afternoon. Of course, we got oppressive humidity, so it feels like it's closer to about 100 when you take that into consideration. And we've got some mid 90s. That'll push that heat index about 100 to 105 at its peak in the afternoon. Some hot stuff. We are in the dog days of summer, they call it. Of course, that has to do more with the stars than it does actual dogs themselves. So that's where the phrase comes from, the oscillations, or the constellations, I should say. All right, that is your Wednesday morning weather update. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the week. Remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.